Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to do this glowy bridal look. If you guys would like to see how I achieve this look, please stay tuned. So starting off with my brows already done, I'll link my brow tutorial in the description box below. I'm then going in with the shade from my 35O palette, the Morphe one, and blending it in my crease just to make sure that there isn't any harsh lines. I'm also just going to wing the eyeshadow out slightly. This will just make sure that it pulls my eye up a little bit. Go in with a smaller fluffy brush and a darker brown and apply that just below the transition shade. This is just to add some definition to the transition color that I already have in my crease. I'm going back in with that same brown shade and the fluffy brush and just intensifying the color a little bit more. I'm now going in with an even smaller brush and a darker brown as well, and I'm focusing that on the outer corner of my eyes. This also aids in intensifying the color. And then we're going to go with that larger fluffy brush that we used for our transition shade, and we're just going to blend that all together. I wanted the edges of my eyeshadow to be a little bit more sharper, so I took an old price tag and I put that towards the outer corner of my eye just to sharpen the brown a little bit more, and then I blended it all together again. I'm now going in with a concealer and an angled brush just to carve out an area on my eyelid where I'm going to go in with the shimmery eyeshadows. This just provides a base for the eyeshadows to cling onto and helps them show just a little bit more. So now you just want to go in with that small fluffy brush again and blend just a little bit more eyeshadow over where you added the concealer, just so none of it gets lost. I'm then going in with this brown shimmer Catrice eyeshadow, and I'm going to add that to the outer corner of my eyes with a flat brush just to add to the intensity of the outer corner. This eye pen is the bomb. I love this. I use it all the time. I'm just adding it to the inner corners. This will just help open up my eyes a little bit more, and then we're going to go in with a brush and just blend it outward slightly. Next we're going to go in with this Catrice liquid metal eyeshadow. I used a flat brush just to apply this to the center of my eyelids, and you can dampen your brush slightly to intensify the color. I unfortunately lost most of my footage of me applying my lashes, but I will be sure to cover that in another video. And then we're going in with this Catrice eyeshadow as well. Not eyeshadow, mascara, and applying that once the lashes dry. This is a hydrating primer, and I really like this. I don't really get red in a lot of places, but I did add it on my cheeks mainly, and I just rub that in a little bit. Please don't pull your skin like that, guys. You're supposed to be patting in your primers as well as your moisturizers instead of dragging it on your skin like that. I'm going in with another hydrating primer. I love this stuff. This is just for a little bit more hydration for my skin. It's actually sample size that I got from one of my latest purchases, but I'm definitely going to go back and get the full size of this product. You can't really tell because of the lighting, but what I did here is I mixed a little bit of concealer that matches my skin tone with an orange concealer, because I find that the orange concealer on its own is a bit too orange for my skin. So I mixed it a bit, and now I'm just applying it to the darker areas of my face, like under my eyes and around the areas of my mouth. I then took a damp blender sponge and just blended all that concealer into my skin. This is a really cool product. It helps liquefy my cream foundations. So I mix it on a spatula and I then applied it to my face. The reason why I used Makeup Blend for this look is just so that I could have a light coverage for foundation, and I feel like it also helps it look a little bit more glowy. Then I'm going to go in with a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, and follow the areas that you wish to highlight, like under your eyes, along the bridge of your nose, center of your forehead, maybe even your cupid's bow, as well as your chin. Go back in with that same damp blender and blend all of that together, and make sure that you don't see any harsh lines. It needs to blend like perfectly into the rest of your foundation. So when doing cream contour on my cheeks, I usually do one line that runs just along the bottom of my cheekbone, and the second line from about the middle of my ear, and I apply this using a stiff brush, usually a foundation brush, and then I later blend it with a fluffy brush. No matter how large or small someone's forehead is, I always add a slight contour to the top of the forehead, just to avoid that mask-like effect that the foundation can sometimes give you. For my nose contour, I usually go in with a small angle brush, just so that I can control the product a little bit better, and then I go in with a tiny blender sponge that I got from Morphe, and that helps blend the product into the skin. If my nose contour does end up looking a little bit muddy, I go back in with my highlight down the bridge of my nose, just to clear it up a bit and make it look a little bit more sharper. I'm then going to set all my highlight and foundation using this Catrice pressed powder. So I use a stiff brush to set the powder down the bridge of my nose, and then I go in with a wedge to set the powder underneath my eyes and on my chin. I use a wedge because I feel like the wedge picks up the product a lot better than a damp blender actually does for me. I've had these oval brushes for the longest time, and I actually didn't realize how much they actually help for blending your contour. So I've been using them quite a bit for my contour recently. This is just if the cream does look a little bit harsh, but then I always go in with a fluffy brush afterwards just to soften the edges as well. I'm then going in with these two shades from the Dupe Factory highlight palette. I'm applying it down the bridge of my nose as well as along my cheekbones. I go in with my fingers first, and then I go in with a brush afterwards just to intensify it. I'm now using this very pink blush from Catrice. Careful with the amount that you pick up because it is quite pigmented, so you can see on my face there. I wasn't very happy with the application at first, but then I did go back with my foundation brush just to blend it a little bit more. Yep, happy face. And then with the wedge I take a bit of powder to help sharpen the contour, and then setting it all with some spray. I always try to remember to apply the spray before I finish off my eyes, because I do have issues with my bottom mascara always smudging. But first I'm going to do the eyeshadow at the bottom. I'm just going in with the same colors that I used on my lids. With a small stiff brush first, and then we blend it with a fluffy brush afterwards. I specifically use this mascara for bottom lashes because of the tiny brush, and also the fact that it is waterproof, so it's supposed to help everything stay in place and prevent it from smudging. Next we're going to do lips, so I'm just lining my lips with a little bit of a darker pencil. This just helps define the shape of my lips. And then I'm going in with this Catrice lipstick, and I'm going to follow it with a shiny lip balm from Catrice as well. But I'm starting to get more into glossy lips, and I'm actually glad that I did a glossy lip with this look so that it all looks more glowy. And there you have it. This is the complete look. Hope you guys like it.